Hello again. Today we are going to study together Lesson 2 in Unit 2. Okay, so as a warm-up, do you know where we live? We live in... Can you see it? Can you guess now from the picture? Exactly. We live on planet Earth. Okay, are there any other planets other than planet Earth? Yes. Can you see these planets? They are in the solar system. We have Mercury, Venus, Earth, obviously, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Can you guess the title of the unit of our lesson? Life beyond Earth, maybe? Today we are going to read together an article about whether there is life in other planets other than Earth. So, the reading question for the article is, how did it become easier to search for signs of life in the universe? We'll find out after reading. Before we read, please have a look at these sentences. Complete the article with these sentences. You will have missing gaps in the article and you will have to fill in the gaps with these sentences. A, it is called Gliese 581e and it is about 20 light years away from Earth. B, today's scientific ideas are changing. C, they also think we will soon discover these life forms. And D, the second reason is the size of the universe. Now let's read together. Is there life on other planets? Years ago, most scientists said no, or we don't know. Two astronomers, Seth Shostak and Alexandra Burnett, believe life exists somewhere in the universe. So the missing sentence in 1 is B. Today, scientific ideas are changing. Two astronomers, Seth and Alexandra, believe life exists somewhere in the universe. And 2 is C. They also think we will soon discover these life forms. There are two reasons why there might be life on other planets. What are they? Firstly, scientists believe that the universe is about 12 billion years old. It's difficult to imagine that in all that time, life has only developed on Earth. 3. D. Yes, it is called... D. The second reason. The article mentioned the first reason, which is how old the universe, and the second reason is the size. The second reason is the size of the universe. Tools like the Hubble Space Telescope have shown that the universe is huge. There are so many planets that we haven't discovered yet. The Hubble Space Telescope is named after the American astronomer Edwin Hubble. Although it wasn't the first space telescope, the Hubble is one of the largest and most useful, and is an important research tool for astronomers. The Hubble was built by NASA and the European Space Agency working together. It was carried into orbit by a space shuttle in April 1990. It had some faults at first, but these were corrected during a special mission in 1993. The Hubble is the only telescope ever designed to be repaired in space by astronauts. Hubble's orbit outside Earth's atmosphere allows it to take extremely sharp images with almost no background light. Many Hubble observations have led to discoveries in astrophysics, such as finding out how fast the universe is growing. And I hope that you learned something new about the Hubble Space Telescope. Speaking of which, a telescope is a piece of equipment shaped like a tube used for making distant objects look larger and closer. Until recently, and not too long ago, lately, it was difficult to search for signs of life in the universe. It was hard to search for marks that always have a particular meaning for life in the universe. In the last few years, however, powerful telescopes have made it easier. Many planets have already been discovered outside our solar system. In 2009, scientists from a Swiss observatory discovered a planet that is actually very similar to Earth for the first time. What is meant by observatory? Observatory is a special building from which scientists watch the moon, stars, and the universe. And now we are left with the last missing sentence. 4 is A. The name of this new planet that is similar to Earth is Gliese 581e, and it is about 20 light years away from Earth. Okay. Now read and answer. Is there life on other planets? Years ago, most scientists said no, or we don't know. What is meant by scientist? A scientist is someone who is expert in science and studies and works in one of the sciences. And what is the meaning of planet? A planet is a very large round object in space that moves around the sun or another star. For example, planet Earth, Mars, Venus. Two astronomers, Seth and Alexandra, believe life exists somewhere in the universe. What is meant by astronomer? An astronomer is a scientist who studies the stars and planets. And universe is meant, the universe means all space, including all the stars and planets. And exist is a verb which means to happen or be present in a particular or certain situation in or place. So sentence number 1, as we already said, is B. Today's scientific ideas are changing. And 2 is C. The two astronomers also think that we will soon discover these life forms. Please say it with me, these new words. Say them with me. Planet, planet, planet. A planet is a noun which means a very large round object in space that moves around the sun or another star. Planet. Scientist, scientist, scientist. Scientist is a noun which means someone who's expert in science and studies and works in one of the sciences. Scientist. Astronomers, astronomers, astronomers. An astronomer is a scientist who studies the stars and planets. Astronomers. Universe, universe, universe. Universe is a noun which means all space, including all the stars and planets. Universe. So what are the names of the astronomers who believe there is life in the universe? They are Seth and Alexandra. Seth Shostak and Alexandra Burnett. And what did scientists believe years ago? They believe that there is no life on other planets. Okay, paragraph 2. There are 2 reasons why there might be life on other planets. Firstly, scientists believe that the universe is about 12 billion years old. It is difficult to imagine that in all that time, life has only developed on Earth. What is meant by develop? Develop is a verb which means grow or cause to change into a more advanced state. It's hard to imagine, it's hard to believe that there was no life anywhere else except for Earth for 12 billion years. That's a lot of time. Okay, and sentence number 3, as we already said, is D. It is the second reason is the size of the universe. Tools like the Hubble Space Telescope, and we talked about the Hubble Space Telescope, have shown that the universe is huge, is very big. Okay. There are so many planets that we haven't discovered yet. There are so many planets that we haven't found about yet. We don't know about just yet. Telescope, please say it with me. Telescope, telescope, telescope. Telescope is a noun which means a piece of equipment shaped like a tube used for what? For making distant objects look larger and closer. Telescope. Discover, discover, discover. Discover is a verb which means to find new information about something for the first time. It has to be for the first time. Discover. Tools, tools, tools. Tools can be hammers, screwdrivers, as you can see. Tools. Okay, what made you think that there might be life on other planets? There are two reasons why there might be life on other planets. Firstly, it's hard to believe, it's hard to imagine that since the universe was created 12 billion years ago, life has only developed on Earth. And the second reason is the huge size of the universe. So many other planets haven't been discovered yet. Paragraph 3. Until recently, until not too long ago, it was difficult to search for signs of life in the universe. It was difficult to search for marks that have always had a particular meaning of life in the universe. But in the last few years, powerful telescopes have made it easier. How? Many planets have already been discovered outside our solar system. There are also other planets, not just the 7 planets that we talked about in the solar system. In 2009, scientists from a Swiss observatory discovered a planet that is actually very similar to Earth for the first time. It's very similar. It just looks the same, almost the same. They are so much alike for the first time, and we said that the name of this planet is Gliese 581e, and it's about 20 light years away from Earth. Solar system, solar system, solar system. Solar system is a noun which means the sun, objects, and planets that go and or orbit around it. Solar system, can you see it in the picture? The sun is in the middle and other planets move around it in the solar system. We have here Venus, Mercury, our planet Earth. We have here Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. And here we have an asteroid belt. Solar system. Observatory, observatory, observatory. An observatory is a special building from which scientists watch the moon, the stars, and the universe. Observatory. Orbit, orbit, orbit. Orbit is a noun which means a curved path in which planets rotate around the sun. Orbit. Gadget, gadget, gadget. A gadget is a small, ingenious tool that is useful and cleverly designed. Can you see? These are gadgets. The keyboard, the laptop, the speaker, the camera, headphones. These are gadgets. Distance, distance, distance. Distance is a noun which means a number of kilometers or length of space between 2 points. For example, as you can see here, the distance from Strawberry Fields to the Frick collection. This is a number of kilometers. It's a distance. Sign, sign, sign. Sign is a noun which means a mark that always has a particular meaning. For example, this sign has a particular meaning, which is probably that crocodiles swim in this area. Sign. Contact. 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 Contact is a verb which means to communicate with. Contact. Contact via mail, contact via phone, contact via WhatsApp. Contact, to communicate with. Now, find the words in the text and in the missing sentences and circle the correct meaning, A or B. 1. Exist. It means to be alive. 2. Contact, we just said it. It means to communicate with. 3. Space means the universe. Excellent. 4. Discovered means found. 5. Distance means a number of kilometers. Great. And 6. Being means a living thing. Good job. Now let's move on to phrasal verbs. Remember what is meant by phrasal verb? Phrasal verb is a verb which is followed by a preposition. For example, congratulate, it comes with the preposition what? Congratulate on. For example, I congratulate you on your graduation. Congratulations on your graduation. Concentrate. Concentrate also comes with a preposition on. I can't concentrate because of the noise. I can't concentrate on the lesson or on my homework because of the noise. Also, depend. Depend also comes with a preposition on. We depend on the sun for heat, for example. We have other prepositions with, for example, deal with. He deals with problems every day. Or find out. The preposition out means discover. For example, scientists found out about other planets outside the solar system. Find out. Succeed. Succeed comes with the preposition in. He succeeded in his exams, or he succeeded in getting the full mark. Interested. Interested in. For example, she is interested in science. She is interested in astronomy, for example. We have also instead of. In such traffic, I choose riding my bike instead of the car. Instead is followed by the preposition of. We also have the preposition for, search for. Remember in the article that we just read? Scientists keep searching for signs of life on other planets. Search for. Now to wrap up, concentrate on, congratulate on, deal with, depend on, search for, succeed in, instead of, interested in, sound like, expect to, find out, and used to. Okay, now let's practice prepositions together. Write the prepositions that go with these verbs used for, in, on, or with. 1. Concentrate on. 2. Congratulate. Yes. On. Excellent. 3. Deal with. Good job. 4. Depend on. Excellent. 5. Search for. Great. 6. Succeed in. Great. B. Complete the sentences with the verbs and prepositions from A. 1. How do astronauts health problems when they're in space? How do astronauts deal with problems? Excellent. 2. Scientists' answers to questions about life and the universe. Scientists search for answers. You search for answers. Good job. 3. Will human beings, space, go into Mars one day? Will human beings succeed in, will they be able to go to Mars one day? 4. I can't my science homework because the television is on. I can't concentrate on. You can't concentrate on your homework. 5. We, the sun for heat and light. We depend on the sun for heat and light. We can't do without sun. 6. The teachers always us our good marks. The teachers always congratulate us on